Hello, friends. Welcome to day 3 of the 5-day blog audit. So far, we've talked about analytics and digging a little bit deeper into your top performing content. And today, we're going to talk about user experience. And I think user experience is kind of like a fancy term that can mean a lot of things, and maybe it sounds kind of intimidating. But in the email today, I highlighted 3 areas of the user experience that I want you to just take a few minutes to think about today. And if you want, you could just pick one of these to focus on. But hopefully this is some good food for thought on making sure that your blog is useful to your readers and easy for them to get the things that they need. So the first thing I want to talk about is load time, and that is literally how long does it take your blog to load for someone that's trying to access that content. And there are a ton of factors that go into this particular metric, and it has to do with some things that might feel out of your control, like server speed and where someone is coming from. But there are also a lot of factors that you can control, and this can be things like how your theme, your website template is set up. It could have to do with how large your images and pictures are. It could have to do with how things on your page are loading. So there's lots and lots of stuff to unpack there. But the first thing I just want you to do is look at how long does your page take to load. So I will leave a link below to the Google tool where you can check your page speed. It'll give you a score for your mobile site as well as your desktop site. And all I want you to do is just look at that score. Don't worry about all of the feedback that they give you. Don't worry about all of the things that you need to do. I just want you to know where you're starting from. And later on, we can talk about some ways to improve it. You might notice some things right off the bat that you're like, oh, it's taking a long time to load because I'm using really big images, and most people are just accessing it from their phone and they don't need really big images. So the first thing I want you to do is just look at how long does your page take to load. The second thing is navigation, and specifically around how is your content organized? Is it easy for people to find the things that they want to find from your site? One thing that I know I'm guilty of is I forget to look at my site on a mobile phone. Even though I know most of my traffic is on their phone, I don't usually use my blog that way. So I try to get in the habit of, if I'm looking up a recipe from my site, because sometimes I'm making one of my recipes for dinner, I try to do it on my phone because I want to know, is it easy for people to find the whole recipe? Are there pop-ups or ads that might get in the way of them consuming content? Is it easy to find the menu? Is it easy to find the search bar? So the second thing I want you to do is just think about the way that your blog is organized. Look at it on your phone. Look at it on a tablet. Think about, is it easy if I wanted to find this post or this recipe or this tutorial? Is it easy to navigate to that? And just make sure that there's no like pop-ups or things getting in the way. And then the third thing I want you to do is think about how you can help people consume more content on your site. So one thing I mentioned yesterday was around showing related posts on your popular content. I use a plugin that shows related posts at the bottom automatically, and that can be a nice way to just help people find more similar content. But you can also do this manually by just dropping a photo and a link into your post so that people can navigate to the next post. But that can be a really great way to encourage them to stay on your site longer, and it also helps the reader find other content that they might enjoy. So those are just 3 things to think about when it comes to the user experience. Start with that tool to check your page speed, and comment below if you have any questions or anything that you're thinking about in terms of your site and how you can make it better for your readers. Hopefully that helps. I will be back tomorrow with another video.